I feel stupid. What? Everyone feels stupid. Who cares? You feel stupid? Yeah, I did. And then I just chose not to feel stupid. 90% of life is confidence. The thing about confidence is no one knows if it's real or not.
Yeah.
Hi my loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's the first time you're seeing my face. Hi, my name is Kamsinnamani and this is my 20s series. This is basically where I discuss topics that we all face in our 20s, how to navigate them, tips and tricks. I'm also in my 20s and I find these type of videos helpful, and hopefully you would find this helpful as well. In today's video, we're going to be speaking about self-confidence, how to be self-confident, the tips and tricks, and the importance of being self-confident. So if you are interested in this, please keep on watching. Okay, so I think a great place to start is by defining self-confidence. I would define self-confidence simply as trusting myself, trusting my abilities, and believing that I'm able to do the job. That is basically how I would define self-confidence. And I know a lot of people struggle with this. Some of us are fortunate to always have been confident. Some people are just confident. It's not anything. They've just always been like this, while others had to develop this skill. But one thing I will point out is nobody is confident 100% of the time. There are points where people feel scared, they self-doubt, they are not sure. The only difference is, regardless of all those emotions, they still go ahead and do it. And that is why I'm a big believer in the fake it till you make it phrase. Not to say that you're pretending, but there are times where you do feel I can do this, but you have weak moments. Is even in those moments, keep doing it. Other people might think you're confident, or oh my god, how come she's not scared? Meanwhile, you know that you're literally dying on the inside, but you're going to do it. So at that very point, you are technically faking it because you don't really feel that way on the inside, but you trust yourself and you trust the process and you go ahead with it. So if you're part of the people, you tend to shy away more, tend to keep your head down, I have some tips that might help you with being self-confident. So my first tip to being self-confident is self-empowerment. You need to equip yourself with certain skills that will enable you to do certain jobs. Now, I'm not saying you have to have 100% of all the skills required before maybe you apply for a job or before you think you're worthy of a particular role, but it does help if you have something under your belt, because when those self-doubt comes, you have something to counteract that thought. But when there's nothing you can use to say, oh no, that's not true, I did this, it worked, why can't I do this? You will yield to that thought and it will make you not step out or do anything. So if you've always wanted to do something, or you feel that you are able to do this, it always helps if you do your research, have more of an idea of that particular thing you know in your heart you can do, so that you actually trick yourself, because we can actually trick ourselves into believing that, yes, why can't I do this? It's not that hard. I've looked at it, nothing too difficult. But when you're not equipped, you haven't done your research on anything, and you know, you're just wishful thinking, you haven't put in any work to see like, why can't I go for this promotion, or what are the requirements? I've worked here, why can't I do this? I can. I may not have every single thing they're saying, but I do have some things under my belt, so why should this be any different? Another side to self-empowerment is affirmations, because it's so important, guys. How we think in our heart is so important. Your thoughts reflect your reality. If you are always putting yourself down, that is the worst thing you can do for yourself and your self-confidence. Because if you are not a fan of yourself, how do you expect other people to put their faith in you or trust that you are able to do what you're saying you're able to do? You have to believe it. That is all that matters. A lot of people get offended when people might not see your vision or trust what you're doing, but it really doesn't matter. As long as you know personally that I can do this and I'm going to do this, that is literally all you need. So you can see how dangerous it is when you don't even believe you can do it. I know people see this whole affirmations and manifestation as hocus pocus, but honestly, it's really what we see every single day. If you talk down on yourself, you are going to be more insecure. When people do that to you, you're not going to have boundaries because you do that to yourself. So why can't they do that to you? But when you speak highly of yourself, even when you're not feeling it, I am worthy. It really does improve how you see yourself, which in turn will give you a little bit of confidence, not a lot, but it will help you. And over time, you actually start to believe those things. Another tip to being self-confident is constantly stepping out of your comfort zone. I say this all the time. Growth is uncomfortable. If you are comfortable in every single thing, you're not pushing your limits. You're still within your comfort zone, because growth is uncharted territory. You've never done this before. It makes you nervous. It makes you scared. It makes you self-doubt. Yes, even though those thoughts are not technically positive thoughts, they are helpful, because when you are just where you are, there's no movement, you're still doing the same things you've always been doing, you're used to it, you're new, it's not new to you, so you're confident in it, which is good to a point, but there's always room to grow. So when you step out of your comfort zone, you get more comfortable within new territory, and soon enough you adapt. You've already built your confidence, because like, oh wow, this was something I was scared of, I went ahead to do it and it worked. I'll give you an example. I've been trying to try new videos out. And part of the reasons why I haven't is because I was scared. It was new territory, not necessarily new, but I hadn't really tried it before. I wasn't sure if we were going to like it. I wasn't even sure how I would edit it, because it's not something I'm used to. If for my vlogs, I know how to edit vlogs. I'm used to that, done. I know people like that, but I don't know if people like that. So all these things are discouraging, but I know that it's actually a positive act if I go ahead and do something new. And now I've tried it. It worked. People like it. I'm seeing positive comments. It has built my confidence. So if at another point again, I'm like, hey, you've been doing this for a while, let's try something new. I'll remember, oh, I was scared at first. I stepped out, it worked, it did well. And now I trust myself more when I think of a new idea. Do you see what I'm saying? But if I never changed what I was doing, I'm now also not satisfied, because I am bored of my content. So you see how stepping out of your comfort zone, even though that process is very uncomfortable, it brings about positive results, and your self-doubt slowly fades away. Another tip to being self-confident is cheering for other people's success. Listen, the success of another woman or human being does not take away from mine. I will still succeed. But right now, she has done this. It's amazing. I will applaud. I will rejoice with her. I will celebrate with her. Confidence is not insecurity. Confidence doesn't work under the scarcity mindset that, oh my God, if this big thing, if she got this huge brand deal, that means my chances of getting it are none. No, if anything, it should encourage you that if someone maybe in your field, or it doesn't even have to be that deep, if someone has done it and you know that person, why can't it happen to you? So as you're rejoicing with them, you're happy for her, because you know that yours is going to come at some point. But if someone is doing well and you're sad, think about it. Why are you sad that someone else is succeeding? Besides the fact that that's witch behavior, but we're not going to that. Where it actually stems from is you feel like it's not going to happen to you. That's literally why you're sad, because if you believe that your time is coming, there's going to be a time where they will celebrate you. Why are you sad for someone else's success? You can call it jealousy, you can call it all of that, still kind of stems from, oh, it happened to you, it didn't happen to me, that means mine's not going to happen. No, again, you have to change how you view things. A lot of these things really does boil down to identity and looking at how you view yourself. So if you view yourself as someone that is capable of doing these things and it's just a matter of time, you won't see every other thing as a threat. You won't see helping other people as, oh my God, if I help them, that means they're going to be bigger than me. You won't see it like that. I did a video recently with a group of other female creators, and some of the comments were saying, oh my God, I really am happy to see other women, coming together to talk about certain topics. And I agree with that, but it's really sad that people don't expect that. People don't expect women in the same field to actually like each other, to not see each other as a threat. I brought them over to my channel. You go see them, you like them, you go subscribe, they put me on theirs. We grow together. That is all part of self-confidence. The fact that you like this new creator that I have brought on my channel does not make me think that you will like me any less. That is scarcity mindset. You can't like more than one person. Like, it's not a cult. So you need to learn how to expand your thinking. Don't always hoard, hide. Oh my God, no. When someone asks you, oh, you work with this brand, what happened? You're like hiding away information. It doesn't really show that you're confident. If you're confident in your work, you're confident in what you deliver, you won't be scared. You won't be scared that that brand will drop you and pick them. Why? Doesn't make any sense. I know what I bring to the table. I'm fine, and I want to help other people along the way. All right, love. So my next tip to being self-confident is that failure is okay and embarrassment is a concept. It's okay to fail. It is okay to fail. Failure is normal. We've never lived this life before. I mean, I don't believe that. I've never been 26 before. Ugh. Hold on. I've never been 25 before. I've never lived this life before. I don't have a blueprint. So why are we so hard on ourselves and thinking we must get everything right the first time? Life is a constant cycle. We are always evolving. How I thought 5 years ago is not how I think now. How I'll think in 10 years time might not be how I think right now. So why is there so much pressure, especially on young people who haven't even seen much of life? We've put so much pressure on ourselves, and I know it's because of social media and all of that, but at the end of the day, you have to stop blaming every other person around you and just decide to see things differently. Someone can see a post and take that as, oh my God, so much pressure, I'm dying, and someone can see that post and be like, oh my God, that's so nice for her. That's motivation for me to continue doing what I'm doing. So it depends on how you see things. That's why at the end of the day, you have to go back to yourself and speak to yourself and change your mindset, because you can't change everybody around you, but you can change yourself and change how you take in information. I was watching a video and she said embarrassment is a concept, and that is so true. So I work out at the gym and I go to the gym, and I won't lie, the first time I went, I was so uncomfortable. I was like, I'm not going to bring out my camera, because if you guys know, I wake up in the morning, or I used to, haven't done that this month, but I digress. So I wake up, I go to the gym, it's usually full, and when I bring out my camera, people stare. I know this. But at the end of the day, I know that vlogging is my job, and it's important for me to show different aspects of my life, you know, to make things a bit more lively. Those people now have their own jobs. Maybe their jobs don't involve bringing out a camera in a public space, but they do things that help their job. So how I decided to see it is, this is my bread and butter. You have your bread and butter. I don't care how you see me, as long as I'm not breaking any rules by bringing my camera here. There's nothing embarrassing about what I'm doing. You might think it's odd, but I don't think it's odd. Okay? Eventually, you will get used to me as the girl that brings her camera. And most of the time, it actually now brings up the conversation of, what do you do? And I get people who subscribe to my channel because they see me with my camera. But if I let them control me and I'm like, I'm not going to do my job because this person might be secretly judging me, who is suffering at the end of the day? Not her. She will leave that gym, go to her job, and get paid at the end of the month. Me, I did not video this. I don't have much in my vlog. I stall and upload. I don't make as much money. So you need to stop thinking about what people think. If you don't find something embarrassing, it's not embarrassing to you. If you fall down and everyone stops and looks at you, they might find that embarrassing. If you decide that it's no big deal, everybody trips, you get up, you continue your day, nobody's gonna die. So it really is a concept, and most of the time we are projecting what we feel about ourselves. So if I'm thinking, oh my God, my job is so embarrassing, people are going to think I'm unserious, why do I have this type of job that doesn't take people? That is what I think about my job. And some of the time they might not even be thinking that. They might be thinking, oh my God, she actually vlogs. I wonder what her YouTube channel is. Or be like, oh my God, this girl is so bold. How is she doing this? Some of them might even be admiring you. So you have to be okay with people finding you cringe or finding you embarrassing. It really does not matter. I take pictures of myself in public. Hey, it is what it is. Like, I have to do this to do my job. I'm gonna do it to do my job. So the more you keep doing this, even though at first you find it uncomfortable, you're teaching your brain that this is normal. I think it's called exposure therapy. And before you know it, it becomes second nature. So now I've been going to the gym for about 2 months now, and I've brought my camera in every single session. It's second nature to me. Now people see me, it's not even a big deal unless they are new, and I can tell when someone is new. Every other person who comes to the gym sees me as, oh, she brings out her camera, and most of the time they're actually quiet and they're like, oh, am I interrupting? I'm like, oh no, that's fine. When I'm done, I put it in my bag and continue my session. So you need to not let other people's opinions, someone you're probably not going to see again, even if you do see, what impact do they have in your life? Nothing. So you need to get used to failure and knowing that embarrassment is a concept and it's truly not that deep. All right, love, so down to my last tip, and that is celebrating your wins. It's very important to celebrate your achievements, celebrate your wins, because that's a way you can remind yourself of something that you set your mind to do and you did it, you accomplished it, and it was a win for you. When you take note of these, again, back to my first point about self-empowerment, you have a long list of things you have achieved, which you can use to fight back those intrusive thoughts, those thoughts telling you you're not good enough or telling you how dare you think you're up to. You're like, no, but I did that, I achieved this. I did that, I got it done. I did that. So that's a way you can fight back those thoughts. But when you don't take note of your achievements, most of us are very guilty of this. We get something done, we don't even take out time to, celebrate this win. You're on to the next one. I'm very guilty of that. Whenever I gain another 10,000 subscribers, I'm always like, oh my God, how am I going to get to the next 10,000 limit? And it's like, whoa, Kamsi, 10,000 people subscribe to you. Take it in. You are 70K now, you're celebrating 80K. I know you want to hit 100K, but that was a pretty big milestone. Take out the time to celebrate and be like, yeah, this happened, this worked. I did what I had to do. People found my content interesting and they subscribed. So it's always important to take out time to celebrate. Pat yourself on the back because you deserve that. That's another way of affirmations. Speaking kindly to yourself, saying you did a good job. We actually did it. It's not easy. We did it. And what's the next step? Take note of those accomplishments. If it's impossible, write them down or keep them somewhere where you can always go back whenever you're feeling down or feel like you're not worthy of it. You go back and look at it, be like, yeah, same way if you're trying to apply for promotion, you're going to bring out the list of things you've achieved so that your boss can see your value and now know, okay, let's give her this or let's not give her this. So yeah, that's it, loves. I hope this video was helpful. I'm a very big believer in working on the inside and the outside. There are a lot of people who feel they can just fake it outwardly, even though inside they are still very insecure. They are still not self-confident, and it honestly shines through. People see it. You see those people who talk so big, but you just know that he's compensating for something. It's very clear when you're truly not confident. But when you're confident on the inside and on the outside, it's clear as well. You don't have to prove anything to anybody because you know you've got this. So I really hope this video was helpful. Understand that all these things don't just happen at once. It's just consistently showing up for yourself, consistently wanting to improve and step out of your comfort zone, and sooner or later you'll be where you need to be. I was also told that you guys love my book recommendations, so if you're someone who's also struggling with self-confidence, I would definitely recommend this book, The Power of Self-Confidence by Brian Tracy. I'm not quite done with it, but so far I like what I see and I think it will be really helpful to you. Alright, loves, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 100K. Thank you, love, so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.